Today, we're going to work on a lined face mask, and these are the supplies you're going to need. An old t-shirt, a reusable grocery bag, a safety pin, 16 to 24 inches of elastic, 1/16, 1/8 or narrower, paper, plain paper, 8.5 by 11, either a ruler or a tape measure, paper and fabric scissors, and a few straight pins. So let's get started. Here are the measurements you're going to need for your face mask. You're going to need to cut out 4 of these, 2 for the front and 2 for the back. So just take a snapshot of these measurements and cut out your pattern. Cut out your pattern based on the measurements, and now pin down that paper pattern onto your t-shirt. Cut out your first 2-ply face mask. Next, I'm going to take this reusable bag and fold it. After I folded the bag, I'm going to take my paper pattern and my t-shirt pattern, lay it on top, pin it, and cut it out. So there we have it. A front, which is out of a cotton t-shirt, and the recyclable plastic bag, which is our lining. Place a few pins on the curved side. Next, we're going to the sewing machine to sew them. I'm using my Janome machine, and I'm using a zigzag that is narrow, about 2 to 3 wide. So we're going to sew along the curved edge, and make sure you reverse your stitch at the beginning and the end of your seam. So the curved side is sewn. Next, we're going to connect the face and the lining. Taking the face side, which is the outside, we are going to lay them together and pin and sew. I pinned the top side of the face mask, and I actually started pinning in the middle so that the 2 connecting seams were even, and then I pinned on the outside, so now we're going to sew this together. So we're sewing along this curved edge, and we will zigzag back when we get to the end. Now it's time to pin and sew the bottom of our face mask. So now we're going to sew the bottom. Now it's time to turn them inside out. We're going to pin the outsides and stitch those closed to make our casing. So when I sew the casing, I usually use a 5 width on my zigzag so it catches that seam or that edge. Our face mask is starting to shape up. There's the back side, and here is the front. We're going to work on our elastic next. Cut approximately 16 to 20, maybe even 24 inches of your elastic. Attach the safety pin about 1/4 of an inch from the edge of your elastic, and we're going to insert it into those side casings that we just made. So one side is finished. Now we're going to work our way through the other side. So the elastic is through both sides. Now we're going to connect the elastic, and then I'm going to talk to you about another way to connect elastic to your mask. So I've pinned the elastic and overlapped it slightly, and now I'm going to zigzag stitch probably between a 1 and a 2, the 2 pieces of elastic together. Now that the elastic is sewn together, we're going to trim the thread, and I'm going to show you this finished product. So there we have it. Here's the outside of our mask, and here is the inside with the elastic going around. So here we have my face mask. What do you think? This is the second version of how your face mask can fit, so it goes around your ears. So you still go through the casing, but they're approximately 8 to 10 inches long, and you connect them, you pull them through your casing and connect them. So here you have your second version of your face mask with the elastic going around the ears. So here I am modeling this version. So I hope you enjoyed our lined face mask video with Upcycle fabrics. The whole idea was you don't have to go out and buy fabric. It's something you have sitting in the house. So enjoy the video and watch us tomorrow. We're going to be making a scrunchie. See you then.